Hey, good morning, everybody. Happy Friday to all of you guys. It's nice to see you guys here. I'm going to get started right away with training because I have another call at the top of the hour. This call is not going to be what you think it is. It's going to be a combination of everything. So, the first 30 minutes, guys, the number one way to become a top recruiter is to know your product inside and out. Okay. And what do I say by that? I see it every day. And this doesn't mean everybody, but there's a lot of people who don't understand their members area or aren't willing to take the time to learn the product first. If you don't know what the product is and you're not using the product, you don't have a level of confidence that's super important, uber important to be able to sell the product. Okay. So, what we're going to do this morning is I'm going to take, and because a lot of people, how does the power line work? How does the holding tank work? How do I reach out to my pre-enrollees? How do I reach out to my paid members? All that kind of stuff. So we're going to cover that right now with you guys live. So no further ado. So then what I'll do, guys, because it's very hard for me to look at the questions at the same time. I can't multitask and look over at the questions. So once I'm finished presenting, then I'll start looking at the questions. So if you're putting questions right now, I'm probably not going to see them because I'm doing this solo today. So I'm going to share my screen, okay? Share my entire screen with you guys. And I'll get that in play in just a second. And again, we're going to go at it hard today because I have another call at the top of the hour. So I don't want to waste any time and so forth. So there we go. We're in, you guys can see my screen. And again, when I'm sharing my screen, I can't see the questions, guys. So let's get started, okay? Some of the most common aspects throughout this whole members area, we're going to spend a good 20 or 30 minutes. So the first thing, we're going to go from top to bottom here on everything. The first thing to instruct your new people, because people come and they say, where's my affiliate URLs? And then, it's clear to me that they didn't watch this welcome. Okay. So that's the first thing that people need to do. That's why it says, watch this now. Okay. So people watching this is very, very important. So if you get a new member in your downline, okay, and here's how you recruit like a pro as well. Okay. If you have a member, this is very important, guys. If I would you, okay. So a lot of people say, hey, where can you show me where to find my affiliate URLs? If I showed you where to log in and where to watch the demo video or the walkthrough video right here on the page, would you do so? Okay, guys, that's going to weed out the people who are not self-accountable. If I would you. If I showed you where to log in, would you promise to watch the video on the dashboard? And if they say, wait, no, show me now, those people will probably not make it because they're not self-accountable. Okay. So all the time, so with me walking you guys through here, by the time we get through all this, you're going to be a pretty good expert. Okay. So let's come down to the digital tools and let's talk about the tool itself first, just for a moment. Okay. So if you click there to use this tool, this is where you can set up your additional accounts or log into the cloud. Okay. So I can create an additional account here and add new user, and it will send them an email, and they have their own separate account. So if this was one for my son, I would just put in his name, all the rest of his details. He has a totally separate Got Back Up account from mine, and it becomes one of my 6 accounts available to use. And everybody has 6 terabytes to use as well. Okay. Now, a lot of people say, okay, for some reason they miss these buttons. Okay. Watch the installation videos on how to install it on Windows or Mac. And of course, if you come to the Windows installations here, we've got videos on the Android app. And then if you're a Mac person, you can come here to the Mac side, learn all about Mac and how to install it for your iPhone app as well. Okay. So all the videos are there to install the software. And of course, if you have any hiccups, you can still come to support up here and submit a ticket anytime that you want to. Okay. So let's just come back here. Let's come back to the dashboard again. Okay. So that's the first thing. Learn how to use the software. Okay. That's number one. Now, the marketing seems to be a big thing for people. Okay. So here under the reseller tools is your different affiliate links. Okay. Now I want you to pay attention across here first. A lot of people tend to miss these banners first. So in addition to your affiliate links, we have advertising ad copy. We have banners. So if you wanted to put a banner, if you're a more advanced user and you want to put a banner on your website, you can do so, that kind of stuff. Okay. And then we have other social media resources here. We'll talk about that in a minute. So some people say, what is advertising ad copy? Advertising ad copy is to send to people who've never, ever been a member of Got Backup. Okay. If you have an email list somewhere else in Aweber or GetResponse or MailChimp or whatever, this is the ad copy that you would use to send to prospects. Okay. And you'll notice that it always sends them to the Got Backup tour link. Okay. So that's very important. This is advertising ad copy, is to send to people who have not seen the Got Backup tour. You're inviting new people in to the program. So you can preview them if you want to, what it's going to look like. Okay. Or you can use them and send them. You can copy it to your clipboard. You can go to your third-party mailer and use it. Okay. The other one here is pre-enroll ad copy. Okay. These are people that already filled out the pre-enroll section. Okay. That's very important as well. So I just have one in here now. Okay. So I want you to pay attention to here. And then I want you to pay attention to the lead capture system here. This pre-enroll ad copy is tied to your lead capture system. Okay. So I'm going to click here. Now, unfortunately, guys, I can't have data in here, or every time I have even a single email address in here, YouTube will take it down. Okay. YouTube will take it down. So that's not a good thing. So how do you end up with pre-enrolled people? Pre-enrolled people come, and when they opt in, you'll see your pre-enrolled people here. And then as people upgrade from pre-enrolled to paid, you'll see your Got Backup paid members here. Okay. So just to give you a little bit more, again, background on that, if I come here and I go to my reseller tools, okay, and off my reseller tools here, I'm going to click on the first page right here. Okay, this is the most popular one. The two most popular links is this one and this one. Okay, this is the retail link. Okay, these are people who are not interested in the business opportunity at all. These are people that might just want the product. As you guys all know, right here is the link to send people to the live webinars, which you guys are on the live webinar right now. And this final link is for people who you've already talked to by email or by phone or on Skype or Telegram. And they say, hey, I'm really interested, but who's the company? Who are they? Are they a fly by night? Are they real? Are they been in business for 3 days, 3 months, 10 years? So this is a good link to send to people when they're asking a lot of questions, because it's simply, so I'm going to copy this to clipboard and I'm going to come over here. I'm going to paste it. So again, this URL has one of our webinar recordings here so that people can find out all about the company. On this webinar, I do the virtual tour of the office. I show people the server room. I basically show people that they can know, like, and trust us. And we're even though Got Backup is a new product, we're not a fly-by-night industry, okay, or company. So those are the two things that are very important now. Now, here is where people make a lot of mistakes. I'm going to come back. So remember, your lead capture system is designed there for you to have a database to be able to stay in touch with your people who opted in but aren't members, your pre-enrolls, and those who upgrade and become paid members in your downline. And in a little bit, we're going to show you how to use the tank in your whole downline as well. Okay. So I'm going to click here on lead capture system. Now, let's just say I had 22 subscribers in here. Okay. But I don't. But let's just say we do. I can click here, over here, and send an email to my leads. Okay. So what you're going to see, it's going to bring you back to this page. Okay. And again, we might add a second ad copy in here. You can preview it if you want to, or I want to email this now. Okay. So I'm going to click there and you'll see that it's defaulted to the pre-enrolled. So again, the pre-enrolled are the people that opted in off your Got Backup tour page. Okay. Got Backup paid members In other words, I don't want to be emailing my paid members and my pre-enroll at the same time. So I can get rid of both of them. But right now, we want to send to an email to people that have pre-enrolled and you want to follow up. So you'll see if you come back. So let me come back again to lead capture system, because I want to repeat again. And I want to send an email to my pre-enrolled people here. I click email to my leads. I choose this ad copy here. Okay. And it does your subject line for you. If you want to change this to anything, you can. Okay. Welcome. My name is Joel and I am your sponsor. Okay. So in other words, you don't have to keep it exactly how it is by default. You could modify it, and in fact, you can modify it. Okay, so this is my name is your name. This replaces it with your name. My name's Joel. Subscriber name replaces it with the person who opted in off your Got Backup tour page. Okay, so what I'm saying by that, if I come here, okay, let me just be a little bit more clear. I'm talking about people that opt in here. So let's say my name was John and I put in my email address here. If I come back to here, it's going to say John. Okay. Again, if I fill this out with John and John's email address here, this merge tag is going to say John. And then it's going to say my name. Well, my name is Joel. It's going to replace my name with Joel. Okay. Now, the biggest mistake people make, okay, is the call to action is to send people back to viewmypowerline.com. Why? Because they opted in. Okay. So let's go ahead and opt in, and I'll try not to show sensitive information. So John, and I'm going to use, okay. I'm opting in and it brings me here to view my power line. Okay. I opted in as this and so forth. So I'm already pre-enrolled. Okay. So you'll see now I'm not going to click on it because I can't show sensitive data. If I come back to the lead capture system, you'll see that indeed it's going to have one subscriber. Why? Because Joel just opted in there. Does that make sense, guys? Okay. So coming back here, I now have one subscriber. So if I wanted to email, whether it's one subscriber or 50 subscribers in here, it doesn't matter. Okay. So let me log out of here. Okay. And I want to come back to the Got Backup tour page just to keep everybody clear. Okay. So here I am. Remember, I opted in here to generate the lead here. Now, whether there's 1 people or 50 people, I want to email these leads. Okay. So I click here, I choose my ad copy to the pre-enroll people. Pre-enrolls are people who are opted in here first, but they're not a paid member, right? So I email this now. And the biggest mistake that people make, okay, is you want to send them to view my power line because that's where they go to see how big their power line's getting. What a lot of people do, which you don't do, okay, is they come here and they put in this link. Put in, they put in their main affiliate link. And they send people back here, okay, which is wrong. Now, I'm going to come back to the room here and I'm going to stop sharing my screen for a second. You guys tell me why that's wrong. I want you to think about it. Why is it wrong to send people back to that link? Put your answer in the text chat. I want to make sure that you guys are listening because it's vitally important that you understand all of this to become a rock star recruiter. You got to know what you're selling, guys. Okay. Why is it wrong? And I realize there's a big delay on YouTube. Come on, guys. I want this interactive. Let me know. Why is it wrong to put my affiliate link into the pre-enroll email? Yes, Nathan, exactly. Okay. Thank you, Nathan. So they've already pre-enrolled. So why send somebody back? Okay. Why send somebody back to this page in my email here if they've already pre-enrolled? Now you're frustrating people. Like, I already came here. I already opted in here. Why do you want me to opt in again? And I'm saying what people want. Is this person an idiot? Like, now their level of confidence in you as their sponsor has gone down because they've already opted in here. Anybody who opts in here, the call to action is to bring them to view my power line. Then they put in their email address and so forth to see how much their power line has grown. Okay. So let's come back here right now. Okay. So I'm going to refresh this, but understand the whole point of this is we've done a pre-defined email for you. And certainly by all means, guys. So I don't know your phone number. So 210. Okay. Skype, mine is Joel.Tarian. Okay. If you don't have these things and you don't want to give your phone number, although it's a really good idea too, then before you send the email, guys, okay, and gals and everybody else, delete these things. Okay. If you don't have a Skype address, my best email is email. My phone number is this. Okay. If you don't want to give them your phone number, you just simply take it out. Then you click add. Okay. Now it's added, and now it's going to redirect me to where, see this button? I haven't sent the email yet. You click here to send the email, okay? Click there, and the email will go out to all your pre-enrollees, whether it's one pre-enrollee in there or 50 pre-enrollees. I highly, highly recommend you send an email a day to your pre-enrollees, okay? Be consistent. The part about being a rock star, guys, is be consistent. If you're going to do it every day, great, do it every day, but don't miss a day. If you don't have time to do it every day, do it a minimum, guys, of 3 times per week. Okay? 3 times per week to your email list. And you're going to say, well, I don't want to bug them. No, show them that you're committed to building this business. And guess what? The ones who are not interested, they will simply unsubscribe. Okay. So people, and the thing is, if you don't reach out, that's a disservice, because when people filled out this page, they want to know more. They're expecting to know more. They're expecting to hear from you. Okay. That's very important. Now, if you're watching the replay, guys, just go over that part again and again and again, because I want to move on, because I only have an hour here. So that's how you use these tools, okay? The lead capture system and so forth, okay? I think we covered that enough. Now let's go down to my business. A lot of people say, oh my God, I don't even know how to get paid. Well, if they're a pre-enrollee, okay, let me put in my email here. Because remember what I told you at the start, if I would you act busy, okay? If you're busy but polite, what does that create? The fear of missing out. Oh my gosh, this person is so busy that they're growing a massive team. I want to be a part of that. Okay. So what I want you guys to understand is everything is even in the pre-enroll section here to help people out. Okay. So you can click on my product. They can sign up here. And we also have everything for the compensation plan and so forth as well. Okay. In the members area here. So from home, we tell them what we're all about. They can contact us through here. They can do whatever they want. So they want to learn more about the compensation plan. They click here. They can watch the videos and they can download the PDF. Okay. So if you have somebody who's a pre-enroll, give them this link. Okay. You can actually just go and give them this direct link and say, if I send you the compensation plan PDF, would you promise to read it? And if they say, okay, and they say, great, read the compensation plan PDF. If you have any questions, come back and ask me. And you're going to be able to tell pretty quickly whether people actually read the PDF or they didn't. Or you can say, hey, listen, if I give you the link, can you promise me to go watch the compensation plan videos? And then after watching the videos, if you have any questions, let me know. Okay. How do I know that this is effective? Because every leader that I've talked to, I say, hey, did you watch this, this, and this? And they're like, yeah, very streamlined. then they come back with more intelligent questions. Okay. So, but in your members area here, guys, whoop, there we go. Yeah, here I am in the members area, right? Okay. So here you also have the compensation plan video right here. If people have became a paid member and they go, I don't understand how I get paid, send them here. Okay. And then if they still have questions after, then let them know. Okay. So now what I'm going to do, because it's the biggest question, is people ask, how do I use the holding tank and so forth? So you're going to come to my downline. This is all fake data in here. It has to be fake data or YouTube's going to ban me for, showing stuff that's not protected. So right here, once this loads, I'll show you exactly how to use your holding tank. Now, if you do not have people in your tank, you're not going to see these empty spots. Okay. I'll repeat that again. If you do not have people in your holding tank, you're not going to see these empty spots. So right now, as a demo purpose only, I have people in my holding tank, and I also have people in my paid Powerline members. What does that mean? This means that this person joined after Wednesday night at midnight, okay? Because that's the cutoff when people move from your paid Powerline into your holding tank. Again, Wednesday at midnight, people go from your paid Powerline into your holding tank, and not until then. So if you sign up somebody today, they're going to go into your paid Powerline section first. And then at Wednesday at midnight, every Wednesday at midnight, these people will move from your paid Powerline members right here into your holding tank. Now, people ask, what is the best way to build out your matrix? Top left and top right, okay? Outside leg left, outside leg right. So right now, I have these people in my in my holding tank, okay? So watch. When I click here, it's going to give me the list of the people in my holding tank. So all I'm doing is I'm clicking on the empty spot, and I'm going to put GB Demo 1 here. But let's say I promised GB Demo 3 that I would put people under him, okay? I was talking to him, and I said, hey, if you join before Wednesday night, I've got 4 other people in my tank. I'll place one person underneath you. So let's say GB Demo 3, is that where I promised it to? So what I do is I come here, and I add GB Demo 3 first. And so that's going to add. Okay, and once that adds, guys, and there might be some conflict with sharing my screen. There we go. GB Demo 3 was added. Okay. Now I want to do outside and outside. So let me go and place somebody here. Okay. So I'm going to take GB Demo 5 and place that person there. That person's going to get placed. Okay. The red line here means they are a direct referral of mine. So that person's going to get placed. Okay, now I have a person, and again, the red line means I am their direct sponsor. You'll have other people down your tree that you're your direct sponsor. So what I mean is this spot, okay, that spot, and this spot is not your responsibility. That's GB Demo 3's responsibility and GB Demo 5. You're responsible. Your best way of maximizing your commissions is building your outside leg and your outside leg. So let's say it was GB Demo 4, GB Demo 3, remember, I promised to put someone in their downline. So now I can go here and I can add GB Demo 2 right here. And now I kept my promise. Now GB Demo 3 has a member underneath them. Okay? See how that makes sense? Now, what constitutes a cycle? Well, it's 4 on one side, 2 on the other. So right now, I have 2 on one side, 1 on the other. 2 on one side, 1 on the other. I need 2 on one side and 4 on the other, okay? And it doesn't matter whether it's left or right. So let's make the left side the power leg and the right side the pay leg. The power leg is the bigger leg. The pay leg is the smaller leg, okay? So I'm not putting somebody here. That's GB Demo 3's responsibility. So I'm going to just continue to build over here. I'm going to add GB Demo 1 here. And guess what? Now GB Demo 2 is happy because you placed somebody in his downline. GB Demo 3 is even more happy because he's got 2 people in his downline from spillover. So now we have 3 on one side, 1 on the other. Let's continue with this power leg and add 1 more, because remember, I'm not filling here or here. That's their responsibility to fill their other leg. So here, I'm going to add 1 more here. And guess what? Now I'm going to have 4 on one side and 1 on the other. I'll let this load, guys. And again, the red lines are for everybody. Now, a lot of people ask, what does this mean? It means a payment failed. And this is just a demo account, so I'm going to ignore that. But don't worry about it. You don't have to reach out to these people. We reach out to them to let them know their payment failed, okay, as an active member. So now I have 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 on one side, 1 on the other. That's not quite a cycle. A cycle is 4 on one side, 2 on the other. Again, we could reverse this. We could have 4 on this side and 2 on this side. It's still going to constitute as a cycle in the binary. But again, I want to build the outside on the left and the outside on the right. So I'm going to take my last person, GB Demo 6, and put him on the outside leg of GB Demo 5. Okay, I'm going to do that. And now you'll see I have 4 on one side, 2 on the other. Now, what you noticed is the gray empty boxes disappeared, right? It used to say empty, 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 empty. They disappeared. Why? Because I have no more people in my holding tank. They've been placed. If I refresh this page, you'll see that this goes away. So if I refresh this page, and it's going to take a moment to do that because it's building out your tree. Well, not too bad. You'll see now I don't have my holding tank anymore. I only have my paid Powerline members. Okay. My paid Powerline members are here. The paid Powerline members get moved to the tank every Wednesday night at midnight. So the only reason this person is in my paid Powerline is they joined after Wednesday at midnight. Okay. But now guess what? I have my very first cycle because I have 4 on one side, 2 on the other. That generates a cycle. I get paid on a cycle. Okay. And when a cycle is generated, it can come from people above you or it can come from the people below you. You don't have to be involved in any way, shape, or form. Creating the cycles is true passive income for you. True passive income. Okay. And again, if you use the legend, you can tell who's a direct affiliate. And of course, we're not going to have a lot of, so this one, the payment failed. You don't have to worry about it. But there's not going to be a lot of info here, guys, because again, these are just demo accounts, right? I can't use real data or YouTube will take the recording down and so forth. So that's how you see your holding tank, okay? And how you use your holding tank and how you see your downline, okay? If you have a larger downline, you can click here. Now, if I want to see the downline relative to this person, like their perspective, all I have to do is double click on it and it's going to load the downline relative to their perspective, right? See, so that's all I did, okay? Now here, if I want to show my whole downline tree, I can do so. It opens up a larger window and I can see my whole downline tree, okay? So that's how you use your Powerline and that's how you maximize your commissions is from here, okay? Now here is where you can see direct affiliates. So here's all my resellers. Okay. And here's the other thing. Sometimes the other question that comes in a lot, sometimes you'll get an email saying you had a downline member, but you don't see them here. Where you might see them is in the cart abandoned. In this cart abandoned section, what that means is people got to the credit card page, but they abandoned on the credit card page or their payment failed on initial sign up. Okay. We put this here so that you can reach out to those people because they were so close, like this close to becoming a member. Okay. We follow up as well, but it's a good idea for you to follow up as well. Okay. So anybody who submitted, but their payment failed or ended up on the credit card page, but didn't pay will come up here in your cart abandoned. But here is where you have all your active members as paid members. Okay. All your pre-enrolled people, again, if I come back, here to the lead capture system, and I can't load it, but if I want to see my subscribers, I just go to subscriber list. Okay. Now pay attention here. See here, this is by default my Got Backup paid members. If I wanted to see my pre-enrolled, but I'm not going to click on it because YouTube's going to take down the video if I show an email address here in the system, all I have to do is click here and it's going to show me the person who opted in there, okay? Who opted in off this page, okay? But I'm not going to do that. So sometimes people say, oh my God, I went to subscribers and I don't see any. Pay attention to whether you're on the paid campaign or the pre-enrolled campaign, okay? So that's the gist there. Let me see what else we should really go through here. We've got our leaderboards. Everybody knows what that is. Our live webinar schedule is here. So that never changes, guys. It's every Monday, every Wednesday, and every Friday. This is Friday's call. I decided to do something a little bit different to take you through here. If you want to invite people to the live webinars, you click here. It's going to come back to our affiliate URLs. And if I want to bring people to the live webinar, I click here. And I'll show you how this works, okay? So let me take this, because a lot of people go, how the heck does this work? Okay, so I'm going to come back over here. I'm going to paste this, and it's going to redirect me to the current live video. So I'm not going to stay there long because it's going to create an echo. So you'll see it redirects me to the live event itself, right? So I paused it here. I'm live on the event, but here's what I want you to see is now I always do the call to action. Got Backup Live. Watch what happens. When I go to Got Backup Live, okay, and I click here, who does it say I'm referred by? This demo account. So conversely, just to show you how it works, I'm going to take this same link again, okay? I'm going to come here, but I'm going to change the username to Joel Therien, okay? If I click that, it's going to redirect me to the same spot here on the live webinar. But guess what? When I go to okay, and I click here, because I use my link, now it's referred by Joel Therien. So that's how your affiliate links works for bringing people to the live webinars, which we are currently on right now, okay? Oh, this just got added in. Wonderful, beautiful. So the installation videos are right here as well. I asked the team to add that. Thank you, Eve, for adding that in. So it's just more direct on how to install everything, okay? So let's come back to my business. Here, I'll come here for a bit. Commissions overview, okay? I don't have any commissions. It's a demo account. This stuff is pretty self-explanatory, okay? If I come to my commissions here, this is where you set up your Payoneer account, okay? So this one's already set up. I'm not going to go through that right now. We'll do a separate video on that in the future. And again, there's nothing in this account because it's a demo account. We showed you how to use my downline. We showed you where to find your direct affiliates, which are right here, okay? And if they were real, you'd have their phone numbers, and a lot of them will add in their Facebook profile so that you can become their friends on Facebook. We have some webinar replays in here. I put in the best webinar replays that we have, okay, that are really important. In fact, this webinar that I'm doing now, I'm going to put in this section here. And then you have the leaderboards, okay? And then you have your payout history and everything else. That pretty much takes you through the actual tool itself, okay? So let's come back and let's go through one more part, which is use this tool. And once you download and install the Windows or the Mac, you can also auto log into your cloud from here, which I'm going to click here, but I'm actually going to take you into my Got Back dashboard here. So when I click the auto login here, it's going to auto log you in to your cloud. Okay. This is my cloud right here. Okay. Everything is available in here. So I can click on my photos and it's going to pull up every single photo that I have. By the way, I just became a grandpa for the very first time to this cute little guy. His name is Gator. He's being delivered to my daughter in four or 5 weeks. She's super excited. Okay. So yeah, I'm ready to become a daddy grandpa to a dog, not a daddy grandpa in real life. I took this cute little picture of Tyson sitting on the couch yesterday, right here. The point is, guys, you have access to everything that you need in here as well. And if I want to look at just my videos, then I can click and it shows just my videos. The other day here. Now, here's the other thing that people say, Joel, the videos don't stream well in the cloud. They don't stream well because understand this, guys, it's the original video. They're huge, okay? The bigger the video, the harder it is going to be to stream it live. So this is a storage platform, not a platform to go and watch your videos live. Why? Because when you do streaming on the web, those videos are compressed smaller and smaller and smaller. The smaller the video, the better it streams on the internet. Everything in your cloud is not compressed, okay? Does that make sense, guys? Everything in your video is not compressed, so therefore they're huge. And so if it's a huge video, it takes longer to download, it's harder to stream. So I'll just click on this one. And you'll see. So anyway, wife's Hummer broke down. We got that all done. And then yesterday we had a huge hailstorm here. I shot the video on my iPhone and it automatically got uploaded to the cloud. So let me click that one. And you'll see sometimes they load okay, sometimes they don't. And despite this major hailstorm, guys, all of your stuff, I can rest assured you, was secure in our cloud because we have R2 redundancy. Okay. So you can come in here and you can play with this all you want. You even have music available in here if you want to upload music files or whatever you want to do. That's not a problem as well. Okay, guys. So that's in a nutshell the God Backup software. So let me come back to the room. Let me stop sharing my screen. And guys, was that informative for you so far? Now you're an expert. If you go and watch this replay just a few times, you're now the expert. Now, here's the critical component I want you to understand. That doesn't sound like a big deal, but it's massive. Why is it massive? 99% of people who join a home-based business are looking for good community and they're looking for help, right? So rather than being the person looking for help all the time, take the time to learn it. Now you're the helper. When you're the helper, people get attracted to you because they know you can help them. When you can help them, guess what? They want to join your team, not my team. They want to, oh my God, that Karina knows the system inside and out. I want to be on her team. Oh my gosh, they've been so helpful. I'm here for a lifetime, right, guys? Very, very, very important to know the tool. Nathan, who's going to be a top leader very soon. Nathan's in here. Richard's already a top producer. Nathan came back to me with 3 or 4 questions, and that's it. Now he's an expert in our members area, right? Become every single leader that is involved with us has come to us with 3 or 4 questions. And here's the thing. This is what I want you guys to understand, okay? They didn't come to me and go, where's my affiliate URLs? What's the compensation plan? No, they came to me and said, Joel, I watched the compensation plan video, but based on what I watched, I have 1 or 2 questions. Okay, great. It's a pleasure to help you. When people come to me, or anybody for that matter, and they go, where's my affiliate URLs? What does that tell us? Oh gosh, they didn't even log in and watch the video on the dashboard, right? So when people say, where's my affiliate URLs? What do you say to them? If I showed you where to log into your members area, would you promise me to go and watch the dashboard video? Does that make sense, guys? Right? When people say things like, oh, what's the compensation? Oh boy, they didn't even log in and they clearly didn't go and watch the compensation plan videos. They didn't log in and they clearly didn't watch the 7-minute dashboard video. Does that make sense, guys? And that's why it's frustrating for us, because it's like you need to be able to help yourself first. Okay. And I'm telling you guys this because that's how you weed out who's going to make it and who's not. There's going to be people that are going to be clinging on to you for dear life who haven't even ever logged into their members area. Those are the people you don't help. You do the test. Okay, Sam, if I showed you where to watch the videos, would you promise to watch them? And if they don't, they're not going to make it. Okay. They got to be resourceful on their own. Very, very important. So, guys, that's about it for today for me. So, go ahead with any questions that you have. Okay. And yes, this is recorded. And yes, I'll get it in the members area. So, we showed you how to email your pre enrollees. Never send your pre enrollees back to the opt in page. And we showed you where to get predefined ad copy for your pre enrollees. Okay. Then we showed you how to use your holding tank. And we showed you the difference between your paid power line and your holding tank. And then we explained to you as well that your holding tank only shows up after Wednesday at midnight. Okay. Thank you, Bruce. You're very welcome, guys. Yeah, you have to treat this as a business and you still have to do the work, but it's so minuscule. So minuscule. You know, all of us go to grade school for 8 years, then we go to college for 4 years, and then those of us who are doctors and lawyers go to school for another 4 years. Spend 2 hours in your members area. That's how you become a rock star. Okay? Because again, I'll say it again, 99.999999999% of people are what? Looking for help. You become the leader by simply learning your members area. And now guess what? You're the helper, right? You're the helper. There's people like Bruce and Richard and Gregory and many other people in here, Nathan and Jeremy and all these people and Richard and John Weberg that people are diving on because, oh my God, I want your help. I want your help. I want your help. Become the helper. That's how you become a rock star. Okay, so let's see if there's any questions. Awesome. You're saying you took a lot of notes. So here's the other thing that I want to share with you guys. Build rapport with people first, okay? Build rapport. So I would start by just introducing myself. Then people know, okay, so be very direct as well. Would you be interested in backing up all your computers and all your mobile devices and everything that you have for you and your family for less than $10 a month? If they say no, move on. That's it. Then if they say yes, then don't pitch them a product. Start to build some rapport. Oh, that's awesome. I'm just curious. I have 5 people in my family. One of my daughters is in college. How many people are in your family? They might say, well, that's none of your business. Or they might say, yeah, I have 3 people. And good. What they give you an answer, that's built. You're caring about them more than you're caring about the sale. Okay. Build rapport with people first. So you can start with the direct question. Are you interested in backing up all your devices for you and 5 other family members for less than $10 a month? If they say no, that's it. On to the next. If they say sounds interesting, then build rapport. Don't go to the sales. Yeah, click this link, go opt in, take the tour. Go. It's like, oh my God, this person was just here to sell me something. No, build rapport. Oh, that's interesting. How many family members are you in your house? They say 3. Yeah, I know what you're feeling. Time flies. You know, I'm almost an empty nester now. And now I got my daughter in college using Got Backup. And I have my other daughter who's working from home using Got Backup. You know, it's a really amazing tool. And that's why I joined. It's good to know that you have 3 lovely people in your family. Here's the link. If you want to take the tour to learn all about Got Backup, that's when you give them their affiliate link. And then you also say, how, right? They want to be helped. How can I help you? That is the biggest and best question you can ask, because then people will tell you their pain points. Somebody might say, God, you know, how can you help me? I lost everything on my iPhone like 3 weeks ago. Could you help me restore that? Then you say, oh my God, that's terrible. No, unfortunately, we can't restore it, but let's prevent that from ever happening again by taking the Got Backup tour or joining. Okay. Does that make sense, guys? Create rapport with people, but be directed first. Are you interested in 1, making some money from home by helping other people back up all their devices for them and 5 other family members? It's going to be a simple yes or no. Okay. If they say yes, don't pitch the product immediately down their throat. Go here. Build rapport with those people first. Okay. Does that make sense, guys? Give me a yes in the text chat. That's the key. Build rapport, but move on quickly. Okay. This is a numbers game. Okay. A lot of people will just tell you no because they're skeptics, right? You can't make money from home. They're skeptics. Here's the other thing that you can do too. Borrow credibility. Okay. You want an example of that? Phil and Jane Mark call it piggyback marketing. I do it all the time. Where do I build borrow credibility from? I borrow credibility by mentioning Dropbox, right? Dropbox, we do not have, our company does not have 700 million users. Dropbox does, okay? So people say, do you really need this solution? Yeah, there's a competitor out there that doesn't pay you a penny in commissions, but they have over 700 million users and 17 million paid users. It's a company called Dropbox, okay? You borrow credibility there. So how else do you borrow credibility? Well, people will say, well, how much money you're making? Well, I made a little bit of money, $50, $100, $300, $500, but there's people in the company that made over $10,000 in their first month. What are you doing? You're borrowing credibility of the top producers. That's the best way to do things because you're showing honesty on your part, but you're borrowing credibility from elsewhere. Again, I borrow credibility every single webinar. I talk about iCloud, I talk about Google Drive, and I talk about Dropbox. I'm borrowing credibility from the multi-billion-dollar companies to show that there's a need for the product or service. Okay, guys? Does that make sense as well? It's okay to borrow credibility from others if you're just getting started. Okay? And we have, with relative to the affiliate program, like Richard says, we have zero competition. If you miss so much, this is recorded. Not a problem. It will be back here live. Okay, guys? Okay, just looking for more questions here, guys. Okay, doesn't look like a lot of questions, which means like I did a decent job today, which is awesome because I'm not a very good teacher, guys. So, guys, if you're a pre-enroll or not a member and you'd love to join us, you can do so by going to Got Backup Live, gotbackuplive.com. Join the team. We're growing in leaps and bounds. We're over 8,000 members strong. Yes, you can back up your mobile device. I suspect that's a person. Well, here, I can show it to you quickly. See that little lock there? That's the Got Backup. I open that up. And these are everything on my phone inside the cloud. Okay? All my media inside the cloud. Now, just to show you guys how quickly this works, I'm going to take a picture of you fine folks here off of live stream. Okay? And you're going to see that that's going to be in the cloud in just a moment. So let me close some other windows here, come back to where I want to go. Here we go. Come back to the room here. And let me share my screen one more time. You'll see that the picture I took off my phone is now already in my cloud right here. Okay? So backing up your phone, set and forget. Very, very powerful, very easy to use. You set it up once, it's done for a lifetime, okay? All right, guys. You should do organic and paid. Why not? Do both, Al. Absolutely. By the way, for those of you invested in the co-op, the traffic is starting on Monday. 100% guaranteed, okay? I'll follow up by email on that for you all on the co-op. And commissions show in real time, Mallory. Okay? You're building your commission whether it's Wednesday night or not. Commissions show up in real time. All right, guys. Not too many questions. Thank you very, very much. Have an awesome, amazing, wonderful day. I have another call in 10 minutes, so I want to go take a breather. But I hope this was very helpful. It sounds so simple, but I'm telling you guys, 99.99% of people are looking for help. If you actually learn the software or watch this replay a couple of times, people will become magnetically attracted to you because now you're the expert. They're looking for help from the experts. The only difference between a leader and a non-leader is a leader is willing to help. A non-leader is somebody looking for help. Okay? It's that simple, truly. Have an awesome, amazing, wonderful day, guys. Love you all very much. We're growing in leaps and bounds. I hope this was helpful for you. and we'll see you again on Wednesday. But Monday night at 7:30 Eastern time, our fantastic trainer, Linda Ann Cromar, is going to do another webinar for you. So we'll see you then, guys. Have an awesome, amazing, wonderful day, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.